A warm greetings present over here. I'm Dr.E.Kamatchi, Assistant Professor, Department of Business Administration, PG, Dr. SNS Rajalakshmi College of Arts and Science. Today I'm going to discuss the subject labor law, the Minimum Wages Act. The topic is Minimum Wages Act 1948. So the Minimum Wages Act 1948 to prevent the exploitation of workers, especially in unorganized sectors, by establishing and periodically revising minimum age rates to ensure the decent standard of living. The Act also aims to provide for social justice, promote industrial peace by reducing wage disputes, regulate working hours, and provide a framework for government enforcement through inspector authorities. So the objectives of Wages Act 1948 to fix and revise the minimum wages to be paid by the employer to the employees in certain employments, to fix an adequate minimum wage for all employees in the interest of the public, to fix the daily working hours of an employee according to the employment type, to prevent exploitation of the workers, to establish and provide a powers of duties of inspectors. Yeah, there is applicability of Minimum Wages Act was enacted to ensure workers to receive the fair wage for their labor and to prevent the exploitation of workers. So the Act applies to specific sectors where labor is vulnerable to the underpayment. So the Minimum Wages Act provides for the statutory fixation and of minimum wages in certain employments and to prevent the exploitation of unorganized and sweated labor. So that is a key aspects of the Act. Objective: to prevent the exploitation of workers by establishing the minimum wage and ensuring social justice. Scope: applies a wide range of scheduled employments where there is a possibility of exploiting unorganized sector. There is the enactment received assent on March 15, 1948 and came into effect the Central Act. Administration: both the central and state governments have the authority to fix resume minimum wages within their respective jurisdictions. So there is a sector covered. The Act is applicable to employment in certain scheduled industries or sectors which are often labor intensive or prone to low wages. These include agriculture, construction, minimum mining, textiles, and small scale industries. The government can add new industries to schedule through the notifications. Employers: all employers is scheduled employments, whether in the private sector or the public sector, are required to pay the minimum wages as prescribed by the Act. Wage classification: wage under the Act are typically set based on the nature of the work: skilled, semi-skilled, unskilled. So, and the geographical area: urban and rural area. State and central government jurisdiction: the minimum wage rates are set by the respective state governments or central government for industries falling under their purview. These mean that wage rates can vary across states. So there is a key expressions: wages. Section 2 of the Act provides inclusive definition of wages, including all remuneration capable of being expressed in terms of money that the employer pays to employee during the course of employment. Section 2I of the Act defines employee as any person who is engaged to do any skilled or unskilled manual or clerical work in respect of which minimum rates of wages have been fixed. So there is a minimum wages components. basic wage, dearness allowance, house rent allowance, conveyance allowance, special allowance, but other allowances. Other allowances means additional components such as food allowances, medical benefits and overtime pay may be provided as part of the total wage package depending on the nature of the industry or state rules. The competent authority to fix the minimum wages. It provides a legal framework for the fixation of minimum wages in various sectors across India. Thank you.